I was thinking I'm going to have to just silence her. I'll silence it and I'll hide in the wardrobe.
Welcome to my crib. Well, the other thing is to build it like there. Wall comes out. I'm nothing inside.
I thought I was in a fight. I didn't even realise at first. I was like, whoa, what's going on? I thought it just punched me in the back of the head. I was like, as I turned around, all started stabbing me. I was like...
You've missed the process of us slabbing the hot tub room. So we spent all weekend, Saturday, Sunday last week, with Terry the Tiler, AK Tiling.
AKA Andy.
AKA Andy, but we call him Terry the Tiler. He said he's going to go to Depot and change his name.
Yeah.
Because everyone in Birmingham are calling him Terry the Tiler.
No way.
Yeah.
And can I add, his mum's called Jane, and I said I was going to do a video solely for his mum Jane, because the other day we was here, Terry had struggles with cutting a couple of tiles, and he's a professional tiler, and these were a pain in the backside to cut. They kept snapping. When we were doing the L, like the straight cuts, no drama, but the L-shaped ones, there was too much tension, and a few of them went bang. So I was winding him up, and I said, I'm going to ring your mum. Because his mum follows and watches, isn't it? No, don't do that, don't do that.
He said when he come on the Saturday and he cut a few of the tiles and they snapped, he went home and he like to the hotel, rang his mum.
He's a 35-year-old man with a wife and kids, bro.
He said, I rang my mum because I was that upset.
He said, so upset, I rang my mum because she follows you, and I was like, Mum, they're going to take the piss out of me. Tiles are nice and straight, but we've got a little flaunch gap to go around. So I'm just going to go around and point all that in. And then we're going to clad the bottom of them posts with a bit of 6x1 to cover them posts up there, and then paint that in black. So that's solid, so that looks nice. We'll get to the pebble dashing in a minute, which is amazing. The kitchen, oh gosh. Windows turned up from Quick Slide, so we're putting them in on Friday, so they go in there. Slabbing's been done out here, look. This is where they're going to sit up here with a bar. All that's getting stuck on, and we're painting that black. We've ordered the roller shutter door. That's on order, that comes in about a week's time. This looks nice. We put the oven in place. It's not wired up, but it's in place. When we wire it up, we'll screw it all in and we'll mastic round it and whatever else. That freezer and that freezer dented. So tomorrow they come in to swap them over, so that freezer can go in and that can go in.
Rock Art Granite is here on Thursday.
This week.
In a separate video, you're going to see him installing all the worktops.
That's amazing, that. This was the pain in the backside, doing the slabbing, because that's all the slabbing done now, all the brickwork's been done, and that's been a bit of a ball ache on the job, isn't it? And then
it's all the outside stuff that we got let down.
Yeah.
All the outside stuff.
Yeah. And then internally, what happens when you get to a part of a build like this, because Big Mark mentioned it. He said, when you started that job, Brad, for 4 months, you were just there, 10 blokes, 12 blokes a day. And then it gets to the back end of the job where it becomes decoration side of things, and the job just slows up. There's nothing really to film, unless you swamped it with 20 painters, which I don't want to do, because I want it done right, and we've got Uncle and I'll take my time. You just got to slow it down a little bit, and therefore, from a filming point of view, you ain't got loads to film, have you? Once that's painted and all of the frames are painted in with it, we've waited 6 months to look like that. It has been bitty since the day we moved in, where we pulled it apart and whatever else. The garden man round talking to me about plants, lavender, roses, yakka trees. Underneath the window we have a hanging herb plant there. Keep me up though when he started talking budget. Wouldn't have thought how much plants worth, man. They start this big, you imagine 5 years worth of growth, it's that big, that costs money.
Guess the budget in the comments.
These boys, South Coast Pebble Dashing, yeah? Grant and Michael, both of them, Mitch and boys. So hard to get good dashers that turn up on time, are the right money for the job, don't mind about it and just get on. And I reckon there's a massive market for these boys. That's so good. Perfectionists as well. Go the extra mile, dabbing out here and there, because it was all like that. A little bit of EML work needed to go on. There was a little bit of timber showing, which you had to strap up for me. I've got haircuts for the camera. A lot of people saying on the comments on socials,
why aren't you putting K-rend on it? Why aren't you having flat render on it? Pebble dashing's so old out.
And whatever else. It ain't for the right house. People are going around and they're putting this flash flat K-rend on a 100-year-old building. This building is 100-year-old. I would have done it a detriment if I'd have rendered that in K-rend. I'd have done it a disservice.
90% of the houses down here, they're all pebble dashed.
Yeah.
So why would you change the whole way of the road? Like,
why do you need to change? People, they go into these old houses, like same with like the Victorian houses. You know, like you get these nice little Victorian houses, the terraced houses, and you get the pilasters at the front, the concrete piers and all that sort of stuff. People, they ruin them by putting flat K-rend on an old house like that, trying to make it too modern.
They stick out.
It's not right. It would have been easy to put grey paving on here, white render, grey windows, like everyone else has done. I've done so many jobs with grey windows, white render, grey paving and whatever else. and then you just look like everyone else. When we first took it on, there was a door there, wasn't it? Be careful, because that door's, I think, is a bit tacky. So all the flooring continues through, and it's all plastered with all skirtings on it now. Look, it just flows nice now.
Yeah.
Look, we're at a stage now where we need doors and end panels. Remember we said this was all in place ready for it? So then we made a base to suit. We've used kitchen cupboards material from DIY kitchens, and we've made a bespoke wardrobe, and then we've got larder unit doors going on the front and end panels going on the sides. 600 unit in there with a top, little filler each side. You've got your rails. Each carcass has got a light, and it's going to have a sensor. So as you open them doors like that, ding, that light comes on. So it's fully bespoke and built in, and we've done it the cheapest we can. I think I'll tell you another thing. I got quoted 50 grand for wardrobes. I reckon I've done it for 10 to 15. That's big difference from 50. This is Sage's room. So we're in here now, we're at the painting stage, getting it all undercoated, all the fires are going. Each fire in every room, I'm going to paint it black, and then the fire surround is going to be painted the same colour as the wall. She's gone for a coral pink in it. So from here down is all coral pink, and then from there up all white. And then a built-in wardrobe done, look. Cut room at the moment, but this is the nursery. And Grandad's in this. This is a spare bedroom until the baby's born, so we're using it as our cut room. Wardrobe's in. Look at that door. That's the original door, the original frame. We've never touched it. That's a new bit of timber. Look how far out that was. That's a new bit of timber. It goes from nothing to an inch, just over an inch.
Gravity pulling it down.
Just where it's twisted over the years, yeah. It's just where it's twisted and sunk a little bit. And... So that's in, all primed up, ready for the doors now to go on, all undercoated. Worktops are in now. That's ready for doors to go on the front. Got the oak worktops in with the back, just waiting for the doors. Drawer fronts, slides in, and then doors open. So that's what's going to happen in every wardrobe. Chest of drawers. That's great, man.
That's so nice, mate.
We'll just give it a quick coat. It's rough now, where the dust has settled on top of it, so it's got to be sanded back down. But I didn't want to leave it bare wood because the boys would have wrecked it with a cup. So I quickly got uncle to give it a coat of oil, and when we decorate the room, we sand it all back and give it another 2 coats, and that becomes their worktop area. The whole side of that house is all built-in wardrobes. He loves Chelsea's. He's having Chelsea, like a Chelsea blue colour.
Nice.
All the way round, and then white ceilings and stuff like that. And then the wardrobe doors will match the colour of each room. I've ordered the doors off DIY kitchens, and every room's got its own bespoke colour, sprayed already. So I ain't got to worry about hand painting them.
Nice.
They helped me out with the carcass material, but the doors I've got for here and downstairs are off the shelf. So we've made these carcasses fit their doors that they sell. So you can go on DIY kitchens right now and get the carcass material elsewhere, go and get that from your local merchant, build yourself a set of wardrobes like that, but buy the doors off them. Build your cupboard to the size of the doors that you can buy off their website, and they're wicked. It's like my kitchen cupboard.
I didn't know you could buy the doors.
Yeah, you just buy the door.
You could do it so much cheaper, couldn't you?
Yeah, there's a cheaper way of doing it, mate. Because these bedroom companies charge a fortune, mate. I think that one wardrobe there, they wanted 4 grand. That's probably cost me under £1 grand. Do you know what I mean? So that's it. And then we just got a bit of square block oak, and then Grandad beveled both edge to take the sharpness off it, because it's really sharp. So all we've done is run the router over it, the trimmer, and just trim that edge off top and bottom to give it the smoothness. I wanted my skirting line to be the same height all the way through. The doors they do are this height, 895. If I'd have took my skirting up level with that, I'd have to cut the door down. And I didn't want to cut the door down, so it's lesser of 2 evils. So I dropped the skirting height and kept the door the full height, so it's manufacturer finish.
Calvin.
Hello, Eve. You all right? I found
Hello,
a sausage.
Calvin. Oh, that's very nice. That's actually 4 sausages.
Right, mate. Right. I hate sausages. Yeah, today we have Paint Warrior here. He's come from up north somewhere. Yeah, Paint Warrior's here. He is going to be spraying the whole Hanson home.
That's crazy.
Cool, that fireplace is going to be extra special now. Well, I'm going up there anyway, because I've got
mate.
stuff to do.
See you later.
Adios.
Brandon is on point. You're just getting prepped.
Trying out this new double taped masker.
Okay.
So like it reverses the tape so you can stick a bit on the window and then it'll leave the other half sticky and then you can drop plastic on it. I ordered it from the States, so we see how it goes.
He just reminds me of his brother all the time. If you're watching, Mike, he reminds me of you. How you doing, Gage? You good?
Not bad, man. You?
Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it, brother.
No problem.
All right, everything good for you?
Yeah, mate. Looking good.
No dramas?
No, there's no straight lines on the windows, but it's Pebble Dash, isn't it?
Pebble Dash,
What do you want to do? Do you want me to piece in every little bit, or do you want me to?
I think we just
get
go with it, don't we?
As close as we can. You might hit the very edge of the window, but it will straighten it up.
Yeah, I think straighten up with what you do, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think so, do you?
So we just tape a straight line.
Yeah.
Because if you look over here, it's like... So that curves in, that curves in,
Yeah.
that curves in. But if we can get it on the straightest section...
That's it.
And then the bits that curve in will turn white.
Turn white, so you paint into it. So,
Yeah.
so naked eye looking at it, it's straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm with you.
Okay.
Today's the day, mate. Get some paint on your bit of dash.
Listen to that.
Oh, it is. It's like having headphones in.
Oh, that was weird, isn't it?
Hey? Is it
It
good?
feels like you've got headphones in.
I can hear it here.
That is insane.
Was it good quality though?
Put them on.
Yeah, it's clear.
Mate, it
hear
feels
it
like
here.
you've got a headphone in.
No, but surely not, because it's not in your ears.
Put them on. Yeah, sit. How much of that?
I thought they were 20% off, so 240. Weird.
That's not bad.
That's
Yeah, man. Just sunglasses as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I wear them all the time
Can't go.
driving.
That's
Like-
smart.
And then I don't have like Bluetooth on my radio, so when people call me, I just tap the side of the glasses and it answers the phone.
They are smart.
Hold on, Sam.
Well, go on.
Did you get your keys yesterday?
I got my keys yesterday, mate.
Nice one, bro.
Went there last night.
Did you have a little gander?
Yeah, little gander. Got to rip the floor up. I wasn't going to, but it's laminate and it's not done great.
You gonna stick a bit of V4 in there?
Gonna hopefully, fingers crossed, stick a bit of V-floor flooring. There's a little bit more to do than what I thought there was gonna be.
Oh, really?
But we're gonna go there later,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna figure it out.
Probably not the best.
What are you doing, Cal?
I am just doing the nursery, mate.
You thought the paint warrior was good at painting. You ain't seen Calvin, bro.
Well done. Well done.
Hello.
What are you doing back here?
I'm in the back, aren't I?
What?
The boss is coming.
Oh, yeah. Hello, boss.
Boss is coming.
Hi.
Where are we going, Sam?
We are off to my flat to measure up doors, kitchen, bathroom, and ting. Welcome to my crib.
Smells like Jenny's house.
Oh, is this where the magic happens? You haven't got a bed yet, so...
No, magic happens on the floor.
Raw dog.
Look, he's painted literally everything. There's paint everywhere. This is getting ripped out. Yeah. So this is going to be one. So this is going to be covered completely, and that's just going to be one door. This wall comes out, and then I'm going to have the bath's here already. So I'm going to have bath here, bath with shower.
Nice.
Basin's going to be here, and then the toilet in there. I'm going to build this cupboard here. Is going to be built across flat.
Yeah.
So it's just a flat cupboard, because this is a cubby hole behind it.
Oh, right.
There's nothing behind there. Get rid of all the lights.
This is massive.
The lamp's huge, isn't it?
Absolutely massive.
I'm going to build a media wall
Nice.
here, so it'll probably come out from about here up to this window.
What do you reckon?
Lovely, lovely size, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's nice.
I like the hallway though, it's this nice long hallway.
Less.
Some flats you go in and you've got like, you're turning off, haven't you?
Yeah.
Move that rad into the middle here.
Yeah, centralise it.
Centralise that rad up. Yeah, and then that'll still give you 600 for your wardrobes. You've got loads of space.
You know,
What's this?
out the
Just a
window
massive wardrobe.
This is going to be a dressing room, yeah.
Nice.
Because this is his first ever place, right? So he'll be here for what, up to 5 years, whatever. Builds a family, he's going to want to go and get an house, and you've got to think of resale. You put a lot of money into it now, you don't want to be doing it again. Make it sellable as much as your own stamp on it. Because like Laurel House, what mistake did we make? Well, I made. Well, I've redone that floor 3 times, and I lived there 2 years. Because I went in there and I thought I wanted tiles on the floor, and I tiled all the floors, and then it was too cold. So I thought I wanted carpet, and then I put carpet, and I put the wrong carpet, so I re-carpeted it. And I made all these mistakes. I spent £1,000, 30, 40 grand later on a flat. Do you remember? Yeah, I put a H in the floor out of marble.
Oh my god.
On my floor. I think it's mad. Because you get giddy. On your first break, you get giddy and you think, what? You see all these ideas everywhere. And I've just learned,
Well, of course, it's excitement.
100%, and it should be, but and this is what's happened here, to be honest. You can see where it's been patched in everything. We're taking it all out, ain't we? Do you know what I mean? We're starting again.
Yeah,
But I think because of the smell of cooking, the noise of a TV, when you do have kids and whatever, you need to shut that door.
Yeah.
So I definitely think have a door on here, because the smell of a curry and shit like that, whatever in here, because it does.
That's from this, though, no, it's not that much.
That's from this.
Let's make it look like it's open plan. Cut that back, reposition that light, and you can have that light switch here. Now that door don't look like it's ever there. Take it to the ceiling, and then we'll bring that ceiling in with that ceiling. So we'll plaster that and bring that in so it all flows.
I want to move that socket up there to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the TV on the wall there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have another socket that side of the bed.
Yeah.
I did want a light switch. I like the idea of that.
Handy. I'll use it every night.
Oh, you meant the one near your bed?
Yeah.
Every night I use it.
Yeah.
All the time I use them by the bed. I think they're a great little touch.
There's a lot to do on this project, but I cannot wait to get started.
What are we up to, boys?
We're just figuring out the bathroom.
So go right in 600 tower out.
600 by 1200.
Or whatever, yeah, 600 tower out, and we plant the tower out here on this front door, and then you're fine.
Once
You
you're
walk in there, your towels are ready, you're happy.
All prepped, mate?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Lovely.
And this is just a little Amazon hack. And it fits perfectly on the hopper to filter your paint out. Like it was made for it.
While the warrior carries on painting, it's time to pull a prank.
That's hilarious! Fucking shit, bro, isn't it?
Have you got a little seat or something for him?
He don't even know. Yeah, man. You want to buy a ticket? Get entry. Got no money on you? Oh, you have to take the back row then. Yeah, let me. You'll trapped. You alright? You can stay there tonight.
1700 psi, mate.
Nice, well done.
And we put it. It's nice at 2520, mate.
Yeah, not when you pull the trigger.
Oh, right,
Remember.
remember that.
Because
Yeah,
it releases
remember.
the pressure.
Releases the pressure. I remember that now.
How
There
did
you
you
go.
forget that already?
I know, I taught you this morning. Just going to show you my Paint Warrior range of brushes. This is our sustainer.
Yeah.
Oh, look what's inside. Oh, cork. I tell you what though,
That's mad.
grey cork. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's usually white, always usually white. Grey cork, and we got black cork. Where can we get this, Kev? Can you get it online?
Yeah, all online. The white is available in Crown Merchants, but the black and grey is online only.
Online only. Paint Warrior website.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Look at that. Look at that. Can you see the colouring
Oh, yeah.
of the bristles?
Filaments.
Filaments. Of the filament bristles. Look, they match.
Oh, yeah.
Second that. They're Kev's own brushes.
That's mad. I
You sell
didn't
them
know that.
online as well.
Yeah, and in store.
And in store. The next scene is an awful story, so viewer discretion is advised.
Back of the head,
What?
side of the face, under my arm, through my chest, 4 times in the back.
Just one of them.
3 of them.
One of them with a knife.
No, 3 of them.
No.
Yeah, happened well quick, mate. Thought I was in a fight. I didn't even realise at first. I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" I thought it just punched me in the back of the head. I was like, as I turned around, all started stabbing me. I was like, there's only when I grabbed one of them, and I was like, put him on the floor, and I put my foot on him. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like that, and then he sort of stabbed me in the chest, and then he was like, I think that's when they realised it wasn't the right person, and then someone shouted something, and then they got up and just ran. And I didn't know what had happened, but some bird that I went to school with come around the corner, and it was lockdown, so if she weren't there, I probably would have died. But I walked around the corner and she went, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I looked down, blood everywhere, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I think I've been stabbed, and I just passed out.
And they stabbed the wrong person. They thought you were someone else.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I woke up completely naked on the floor, where there was like people screaming, blue lights flashing, the police sirens, the ambulance shouting at each other, and I was like, "What's going
What's
on?"
happened?
Yeah, I said goodbye to my kids and everything. I was like, "I'm so sorry,"
Oh, my God.
and I just woke up in hospital. But in the middle of lockdown as well, I had to go in for emergency operations, and like straight from when it happened. My missus weren't even allowed in the hospital or nothing. I see her at the far door,
Yeah.
like where they wouldn't let her in,
Looking through.
and they just walked me past, and I was like trying to get her attention, but that was it. I didn't speak to her for like a few days because the police took my phone off me and everything. And then I was like trying to get hold of her. I was like, I thought I didn't know what had happened. I was
Yeah, I bet he's in
Day,
complete
yeah,
shock.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Well, I've got this big horrible scar up here now. I've had 2 operations on my stomach, so I've got like probably like 9 scars here just alone. and then I've got another 8 scars from the wounds, and it kills me off. I don't like going on holiday. It took me 4 days or something like that on holiday to take the top off before I like start showing people. Yeah, it's horrible.
And they were going for someone over 20 quid, was it?
£180.
180 quid.
Yeah, 180 quid. I'd probably £180 or more in my wallet.
In your wallet.
If he like tried to mug me and talk to me, I would have been like,
just take the 180 quid. There's your debt, mate.
yeah.
Did they get caught?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think one of them will be out next year, and I'm only just starting physio. So
How long did they get? Do you know?
I think one got just less than 10, one got just less than 9, and one got just less than 8, I think. But they started off at attempted murder,
Yeah.
and then they dropped it down to GBH with intent or something. But they said if the ambulance had to resuscitate me or start CPR, it would have been attempted murder.
That's got to be attempted murder.
But you don't
surely.
stab someone 8
8
times.
times
and
not to think you're going to kill him.
No.
Yeah. And
How old were they?
Like 21, 22.
Oh my
They ain't
god.
stupid, are they?
No. And the thing is, I live like 80 odd miles away. I didn't even pick him out in the ID parade. There's this kid that, well, I say kid, he was 16, but he was working on a site with me, and this was when I first went back to work because I couldn't do nothing manually. So my mate said, "Oh, if you just watch my site, so I just basically walk
Look
around,
after it,
yeah, and give me like £80 a day." Just so I can pay my bills. But there's a young kid on there, Tyler, doing with his uncle. And I said to him, I was like, I'll see you Monday, mate. And then Monday he didn't turn up. I got a phone call saying he got stabbed once and he died.
Oh my god.
And then that like hit me well hard because I was like, why did this kid die and I didn't? I was like, it's just a shame. It's out of order. I got done 8 times. And then it just goes to show, man, it's stupid.
It's like the one punch thing, though, isn't it?
You don't know. You know, honestly, you can't say, oh, I stabbed him, but I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work
No.
like that. You need
'Cause
to
you
think.
can stab you once, mate. And you're
Yeah,
dead.
that's right. And mine went in there. One of them went through there. So if that was an inch lower, that would have went through my throat. And the worst thing, that went into the back, into my glands. When I come out of hospital about a month later, it's still leaking, but from the inside. So I was waking up in the middle of the night, throwing up, and then it was going into my lungs. I ended up in hospital with pneumonia and blood clots in my lungs. And that's like, come out of hospital to go back in there for another 10 days. It's like,
Someone was looking over you, mate.
no.
Jesus.
It was never ending. It took me ages. To
How long ago was it now? Well, nearly
3 years now.
It's only 3 years.
Yeah. I didn't do nothing for like, I've only been back on my feet probably a year and a half.
So, mate, you stayed here for
That's
a reason,
crazy.
man.
Yeah. It's a painless pebble dash for you.
Crazy story, isn't it?
That's crazy.
But look at him now, though. A year later, and he's got his own.
Is that when you started your company? You only just started it in the last year and a half?
No, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Paint Warrior, yeah. Well, that's like my daughter come up with that name, and she's the one that told me to post a video. Because I was in bed, I was all depressed, I wouldn't do nothing. And she's like convinced me to get out and do things. And then when I posted a video, it went viral. Everyone started asking me questions, so I was replying with videos. And then it motivated me to get up. I went and done a job, earned 600 quid, bought that van, and then started buying my tools again.
And don't forget, a year ago when he come back, he had no followers, nothing. The man's got 2 million followers complete over his socials. He's got his own paintbrushes, his own sustainers, his own product range. Cool. Come on, mate. If that ain't motivation, then I don't know what it is. Do you know how many driving lessons do you reckon you have?
17.
100?
No, you never. How many?
436 lessons.
How much?
And 436 lessons.
436 lessons.
Yeah. Over 14 years.
What?
14 years it took me.
14 years to pass your test?
Yeah. Passed on the 13th. Lucky for some.
No, that's the bullshit.
Oh, his dad done 15 grand on lessons.
Do you know what happened to me? I booked my driving test. I didn't even realise I needed to have a driving instructor. And then I was like, they goes, what car are you, who's your instructor? I goes, I haven't got one. They goes, you can't do your test if you ain't done lessons and that. So I phoned up a driving instructor. I had his car for 2 hours, done the test the next day and passed.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
It cost me like
How did you
150
learn?
quid.
Just driving random people's cars?
On the estate.
I used to drive like my dad's car and that when I was like 13, 14. And then, yeah, just drive, innit?
Some people have got it, some people are Calvin.
I just like the instructor. Basically, I used to have my lessons every Saturday morning
Yeah.
at like 8 in the morning, just so I was up fresh, and obviously it's not late in the day because I had so many. So she was like, we'll get you early, be fresh. Anyway, I went out on a bender and got him about 5:30. What?
Went out on the piss on the Friday.
On the Friday, anyway. 5 in the morning, I'm still up, having a driving lesson in 3 hours, yeah? Stumbling around the place. So I'm lying down anyway. I didn't have an alarm set or anything. Anyway, my phone was ringing. It was the instructor. She's been outside for 10 minutes. So she's phoning and phoning and phoning my phone. So I was thinking, I'm going to have to just silence her. So I thought, I'll silence it and I'll hide in the wardrobe. Just in case she's got anything. Because basically, no, listen. And I was thinking, if anything's going to happen, she's going to come in here, I'm going to hide in the wardrobe just to forget life and just forget anything that's going on. So I left my phone, I literally took my phone in there. Anyway, Dave's answered the door. And she was like, it's Calvin there. He said, oh, I saw him a few hours ago. He's definitely here. He's definitely here. And I was thinking, no. So he's taken her through the house. Anyway, come in the bedroom. I could see through the little gap, them looking under the bed and everything. I'm thinking, this is going to be so embarrassing. She's wasted like 40 minutes of her time anyway. I'm like that, in the wardrobe. She's like, Calvin, you got a lesson.
No way is that true.
Trust me, you can't make shit up like that.
That is him.
So I was mangled out of my face. I'm so sorry, Carmen. And yeah, she buoyed me off for 2 weeks, and then she let me start them again because I was like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, Dave was like, he's definitely here. Calvin.
Bye, Sam.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content of what we get up to on a daily basis.